Well, I picked this guitar back again after about a few weeks. I've been practicing with my other guitar, but this guitar right here is so special to me because this is the first guitar I've ever had. My late father, God rest his soul, gave this to me when I was 15 years old, and I was blown away. I've always been in love with guitar since I've heard Skid Row. The solo at that song called Youth Gone Wild blew my mind. That was my first real introduction to rock music or 80s rock. I thought to myself, I gotta learn how to play a song. I gotta learn how to play guitar. Now this is the first time I picked it up, after about close to about 20 years now, and pretty much just been sitting in there for a while now in the garage. About 3 weeks ago I picked up my other guitar. You can see on my videos that I created previously. Now as I pick this guitar up, I'm trying to think of the first riff I've ever learned how to play. And I'm gonna try to see if I can still play it. It's Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. I'm like trying to run that thing again in my head, just from memory, from sheer memory, not by looking at tabs. So I believe it goes like, Now that riff I used to play like it was nothing. That was like in the back of my memory. I could just pull that off 25 years ago. But now it's hard to just bring it back. But I know it's there, and I gotta dig it up. See, my mind knows every note. I can play it in my head, but I'm having trouble playing it in my hand. Hi, my name is Danny. Welcome back to GenX Rock Comeback. And this is week 3 right now of me trying to replay my music again and restart my business again. Quick background if you're new to this channel. I used to play in a band about 25 years ago in Midwest. We used to gig a lot on the weekends. We'd go from dive bars to sometimes just a small stage. And that was kind of like my life before with my band. We work during the week, play on the weekends. We get paid, let's say $1,200, $1,500, by the bar, and we just split it. It's like a good money like on the side, especially if you love playing your music. That we do a lot of covers. We did a few original, and we moved here in San Diego. My wife and I moved here around 2010. I sold a few of my guitars. I went ahead and opened my own gym. I own a couple of gyms. I got corporate clients. I had a great staff, and after closing it, pretty much kind of lost my identity too. And when I opened up my business, I tend to forget to play guitar. I just put it aside. I walk by it every day. And part of me kind of got lost during the business process. Right now I'm just picking it back up, turning 50. When you stop playing music for a while, you kind of lose part of you, and that's kind of like how I feel. And this is why, like 3 weeks ago, I decided to go ahead and start a channel, start relearning guitar, at the same time start pretty much picking myself back up and reopening my business again. So when I'm sitting down, I started kind of like going through my practice routine. I'm going to try to play again the first song I've ever learned in guitar, and that's the intro for Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses, right? So it goes like, there you go. Okay, I know I can do that. Just one more time. There we go. So I promise I'm going to relearn that song and then play it. Hopefully in the next couple of videos, I'll just play it, the whole intro without messing it up too much. When everyone says muscle memory, I believe in that, but at the same time, if you don't put your reps in, and this part of like me that I lost a lot, that I can play this like even like eyes closed, like even have to look at the guitar, that I lost that just because that it's the same thing when you're training. You have to do it consistently. Build that mind and muscle connection. The second thing I noticed is my lack of speed. Like before, I used to be able to play. I'm just gonna play a chromatic. Like this is one of my practice. This is one of my favorite practice, and I used to blaze through just like it's nothing. I'm gonna try to go slow and then a little fast. So this used to be my routine all the time. I would do this about like to warm my fingers up. First, you do the stretching first, right, and then you start warming up with this. But it used to be like way faster, like, So anyway, so I used to play that, and I've been incorporating it, and you just repeat over and over until you get all the way down here. So your fingers get really used to all the frets. So that used to be a practice routine of mine. So right now my goal is to like not play when I was like 25 years old, right? Not 25 years ago. Now I want to focus on just learning, kind of letting go of that being in a band and the gig. So I'm focusing more on just learning for myself again. And with that, for the last few weeks, it's been kind of like, it's been uplifting. I feel like I'm being reborn. It's kind of weird, it sounds, but it does feel like you're starting fresh. So here's my comeback plan, actually. That I got these 4 things that I'm doing right now, and it's just about 15 to 20 minutes a day, but I'm doing it daily. That's the most important aspect of it. So here's rule number 1, 15 minutes a day. That's all you need to put for practice. You don't have to do like 1 hour, 2 hours. It's better to have like 10, 15 minutes consistent daily. Put that first thing in the morning if you want, or before you go to bed, but just as long as you put it in there. That's what I'm doing right now. So rule number 2, I'm relearning some of the songs that I used to play before, because that's very, very important to really get back at it. I did the Candlebox one. So I'm relearning that again. So I do that, like I'll just do one riff and get it down until I kind of like get faster and faster at it, right? So that's rule number 2. Make sure to do one riff at a time, one riff a day. If you can, in about like 20 days, you're gonna learn 20 riffs. Or even if you just learn that one riff, making it 2 days to learn it, by the end of the year, you're gonna have so much on your arsenal and your speed's gonna come back. And this is the thing that I've been doing lately. So since I'm doing this YouTube channel, I'm actually recording myself, but not for everyone, just for me. Like I want to see how my finger goes through the riffs. I'll listen to it or I'll look at it the next day. So I'm like, okay, that's the part I need to fix. And it's actually it's weird, right? Like, once you start kind of like looking at what you did, you start kind of like doing a little bit of like cleanup, right? So really, really important to go ahead and like record if you can, just on your phone. Just play the riff and then like replay it back, and you'll see right away, okay, that's the part I'm making a mistake, and you can correct it right away. And this is rule 4. Being 50 years old, part of me, I want to be my 25 years old again, but I cannot do that. Like before, I have so much, I just want to say I have so much testosterone. I'm like a speed picker. Like I do like shredding before. I just want to be the fastest player as the other guy, right? But I let go of that now. I'm not doing gigging anymore. Now I'm focusing more on the enjoyment of how to play guitar, and I'm loving every moment of it. So that's pretty much what's going to be happening this week. I'm pretty much just setting my stuff up still, relearning riffs, going through that four rules. Eventually, everything's going to get set up, and I'm excited about the process. If you're a GenX like me, and you're picking your guitar back up, or even if you're just learning how to play guitar, post below what kind of song, what you're learning right now. How are you processing it? Like, what's your process of relearning guitar again, or getting back to kind of like close to the same speed as you used to, or how do you learn how to play guitar? Like mine, like I said, the 4 rules I put in there, right? First of all, 15 minutes, got to do it daily. Second one song at a time or one riff at a time. When you're learning guitar, even if you're new, you have to do it daily. You cannot do it like one and then wait another week or wait another 3 days. That's not how it works. With everything else, muscle memory. Like practice, learn, repeat the process. Number 3, you can record yourself. 4, I let go of my old self. I'm back to guitar again, but this one is just going to be for me now, and I'm going to learn this, I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to share it with you guys. So post down below what skills are you learning. Like I said, if you're playing guitar, any instrument, doesn't have to be guitar, you can play drums, how you're learning it, saxophone, whatever instrument. I'm a lover of music. I love all instruments. I believe that, like, any instrument has a voice of its own. If you value this channel or you give us some loving, please like, subscribe, share this to Gen Xers that you know, or if you're a Gen Xer yourself, just a simple like will get this video out to a lot more people who's like going through the same process, rebuilding yourself for music, career, or business. Love you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.